Hey guys, I'm Lexa, and this is the BLACKWOLF podcast. It's a space where we sit down with the artists, clients, and local legends that make our community what it is. Raw, creative, and real. Let's get into today's episode. Alright, today we're hanging out with two people who are at the heart of BLACKWOLF. We've got Norma, who is my right-hand gal and helps me keep this place running. She's one hell of a barista and still finds time to remove your unwanted tattoos. And then we've got Jackson, our weapon barber / manager / barber content creator. And today we're going to dive into everything that it's like to work here at BLACKWOLF, what happens behind the scenes, and we're also going to finally reveal our big news that something very exciting is coming to BLACKWOLF. All right, let's start with how you guys started and how you guys came to work at BLACKWOLF.
I remember seeing the ad for a receptionist come up on Instagram, and I remember thinking, I think at the time I wanted to be a tattoo artist, or had like humored the idea. So I was like, oh, this might be like my foot in the door. And I remember coming in for my interview and we hit it off. And I remember in that interview, you were like, have you ever thought about doing laser tattoo removal? And I was like, sure, I'll say yes to anything at this point. And it was so funny because I just remember not thinking I was cool enough to come and join the crew. I was like so intimidated by all the barbers were so cool and all the tattoo artists are so cool, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna fit in or match the vibe. But it was great, and everyone was super welcoming, and it was really, really fun.
Good.
And for myself, I saw an Instagram post. I don't know if it was for either an apprentice or just a barber, but regardless, I saw the post, didn't know what we were at the time. I was only looking at a few barbershops just locally, and like nothing really was hitting the vibe for me. I didn't really want to reach out. But yeah, I messaged BLACKWOLF on Instagram, sent over a few of my haircuts, and came in for a chat a week later.
Because at the time you were studying at a barber school, but had also been barbering from home?
I was cutting from home from probably like 12 to 18 months before that, but like not just like doing it casually or whatever. And there was only like the last 6 months where I wanted to like take it proper as a profession. I was enrolled already to like my studies, which started the following year, around like January, February. But I'm pretty sure it was like November the year before was when I started working at BLACKWOLF. I started as a trainee, but apprentice.
Was there a moment that either of you thought, yeah, I'm in the right place?
I actually remember at the Christmas party, and that was the first. I was so nervous to go to the Christmas party because I felt like I still didn't really know everyone that well, and it was the first time like really socializing with everyone, and you all had your wigs on and all the hectic outfits.
We do love a good dress up.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, these are my people. I was like, this is fine. You're all a bit lame like me. It's so good.
Yeah, I just think as I like matured and still am, but like getting better as a barber, as soon as I started feeling confident in my own ability, I felt like I could express myself a bit better, and I just knew that, I don't know, like I was just liking my time here, obviously. Not that I wasn't.
No, but yeah, you started to get a bit more comfortable.
I just got more settled, and like, because I was young, I was 19 when I started, so like I was just like, whoa.
The baby.
Yeah, and everyone was heaps older than me at the time. I think the age gap when I started, like I was the youngest, and I think it was like 8 years until the next person.
Yeah.
And we weren't really that, I don't know, young. I wasn't. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Completely different.
Yeah, completely different. But
do you guys remember your first days?
I don't remember it like spot on. I just remember having my notebook and writing down a lot of notes.
Which I love a good notebook. Yes.
And I just remember being like to you, like, I'm going to ask a lot of really stupid questions.
I was like, please do, please do. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I remember a few of the haircuts that I did. I remember I had a kid's cut, and I remember the mum just standing over my shoulder the whole time, and I was like, fuck. Like, I was just heaps paranoid. But yeah, I was just heaps nervous.
And just sweeping the floor when there was nothing to sweep.
Yeah, just sweeping so much floor.
I actually remember, like, I didn't get angry with you, but I remember, like, you were on your phone heaps, and I came and had to tell you that you're not allowed on your phone at front of house.
Yeah.
And you were just like, oh, sorry. But and then I felt so bad because to me you were, like, I mean, you are still really young. but you were so young and so new, and I could also sense that
Yeah,
super nervousness
yeah, it
that
was
I was
hell-
like, I
was
felt
hell
so bad
awkward.
to have to say it.
Yeah.
I just remember also just seeing how many names were on the booking system as well, and like needing a cheat sheet, and it was all initials.
Initials,
And
yeah.
I was like, I don't know any of these people,
Yeah.
and I would never know.
And
People would.
so many people have the same first name. So,
Oh.
like, not first name, but first initials. So
First
it's
letter.
like,
Heaps of
had,
J's.
yeah.
So many J's, and I was looking at the colors as well, and I was like, oh, I don't know. And people would
Yeah.
say, oh, can you check with so and so? And I'm like, which one's
Yeah,
which one's that again?
Yeah.
And it just being like, I just remember feeling like I cannot wait to know this job. I
Yeah.
know that once I know it, this is going to be great. But
Yeah.
like, I just started feeling so lost for the first few shifts, and I'm such a like, I need to be doing something at all points. Don't look busy all the
Yeah.
time. And I just, I was so excited to be like, I can't wait to just know, where am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to clean? Who am I supposed to talk to? How do I book this?
Yeah.
That was good.
And now you guys are fully in it. What's a normal day look like for you?
A normal day for myself, mostly cutting hair from start to finish, but inside of that, organising all the content, trying to pre-plan the content that we want to post on Instagram and regardless like that, like Facebook. And then just delegating tasks, making sure the shop floor is just moving effectively and efficiently.
Like for you, you started as an apprentice. How
Right.
did, like, I know the answer, but how did that shift sort of happen into where you are now?
I just think it just happened naturally, really. Like, I myself view myself as more like a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always wanted to be the best at what I was doing. And
Yeah.
obviously at the start,
Always sort of wanted more too.
I always sort of wanted more. And at the start, I was an apprentice, but I kind of knew my role. So I just did what I needed to do.
Yep.
And so then as I slowly started progressing in my role and like taking on a few more tasks and then like joint management and now like pretty much taking care of the whole barber shop now, pretty smooth because I knew like this is what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
And I want the shop to be the best of what it can be.
Yeah.
And I know that I can sort of provide that.
Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Norms, what is your normal day that isn't on Instagram?
It's just a few things that you do throughout the day. It's nice. You come in, I like to set up the shop, normally make everyone's coffees when they first walk in. And then, it's normally just straight into emails, Instagram messages, inquiries, phone calls, sort of checking people in throughout the day for their tattoos, doing, if there's any laser tattoo removal appointments, doing those, making sure that we've ordered enough, in terms of stock and, all the tattoo supplies, and make sure no one is running out of anything. And now as well, starting to dive into the content and like learning more about social media and, doing the podcast and just a bit of everything really at this stage. So, but it's fun. There's every day is very different. So, yeah.
Jacko, what do you think one thing is that you've learnt about yourself jumping into leadership?
Not to put too much pressure on myself, I feel like. That's
good
probably
one.
the main takeaway. I always want to do everything at like 1,000,000 miles an hour. And I want to be the best like then and there.
And then you hate yourself if you miss a step.
Yeah, I beat myself up a little bit if it's not how I envisioned it or just stuff isn't going to plan. Like say at the start of the year, I was just like so like 10 toes down and like this is what I have to do. And then it sort of zapped me. Maybe like 3 months later, I was just like burning out. It was just because I was just putting so much pressure on myself. But
Thank God for a journal.
yeah,
I've
generally.
drawn up calendars.
Generally
Those
your
two.
thoughts and all that. But it's something that I always will have to work on. But something that I really noticed since like my role has become more advanced, that something that you just got to like remember that it's not that deep, everything.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's okay to miss a step.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all part of the plan and the process, really.
Norms, learn anything about yourself?
That phone calls aren't as scary as you think. I feel like before I started this job and like when I started as well, I did not want to answer that phone. I did not want to go near it. I hated talking on the phone. I hated calling people, everything. Whereas now it's helped me so much. Like even if I'm booking things like outside of work, if I'm, I don't know, planning something or just need to talk to someone, I will literally call anyone at this stage.
Yeah, see, I still hate a phone call. Like, I
Good
don't
stuff.
mind them at work, but I still hate making phone calls to other places or even just answering phone calls, if that makes sense.
Yeah, answering phone calls. I don't, if I don't know the number, I'm not answering that phone,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
nowadays. There's no way.
Yeah.
But if I just need to make a booking or whatever, like, just call and have a
Yeah,
chat, especially because I'm quite chatty. Just,
I'll tell you what, one thing I am scared of, though, voicemails. I hate when they go to voicemail. And
It
I
means
just,
you got to listen.
I hate when I go to voicemail.
Oh, right.
And then, like, starting, like, if the client doesn't answer,
oh,
and then you have to leave the voicemail, and you just, like, get to that point where you're like, I've gone on too far. And then you're like, sorry. Anyway, but,
there's
Yep.
been so many times, even when you have to leave a voice message, or like I'll start to leave a voice message, and then someone will be having a conversation next to me, or like you'll come up to the counter and start doing yeah, bro, book you in next time, and then I'm hearing that, and then I have no idea what I said or where I'm at, and then I just go, okay,
yeah.
Anyways, bye.
embarrassing.
I
Yeah.
hate the voicemails.
Yeah, you
I'm
got to get your
always
speech
like,
prepared.
oh, someone's going to listen to that. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, what about, like, if there were funny moments, what's one of the weirdest or funniest things that's happened to you working here?
I remember one day there was a woman that came in here selling us chocolates. Handmade chocolates, I think. And it was so random because it was just a Saturday afternoon. We had been busy all day. It was just at that like end where everyone was sort of finishing up for the day. I think Ollie was the only tattoo artist out the back. And she came in.
It's also weird because we're on the street. Like,
Yeah.
to come to us, like, to drive to us, like,
And
God
she's rocking
love.
up with a trolley.
Yeah, like, surely she's not going shop to shop, like, Shell Servo, Carpet Court, us, you know?
I think she was.
That's so, like, imagine the guys at the Shell Servo. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Being like,
if she had to come in.
literally, and she was like, oh, I've just got some chocolates I'm selling. And I was like, oh, I'm okay, thank you. Like, no worries, but you can check with everyone else if you'd like. And so she's going barber by barber asking if you want a chocolate.
Everyone just said no.
And I was like, no. And I was like, oh, there's some artist out the back, only because I knew Ollie was out there by
And he
himself.
would die from a conversation and being put on the spot by somebody.
Literally, and
Yeah.
and anyway, she came back out and we were like, see you later, whatever. And then sure enough, Ollie comes back later and is like, who let her back here?
Did you admit it was you?
I did.
Yep.
I was like, you're welcome, Jackson.
Yeah.
It was you that did it.
Yeah, and then I think that was like maybe a month ago or 6 weeks ago. Someone else came in with a trolley just trying to sell like off-brand or like dodgy like shirts, like say like not Nike, like dog brand Nike or Adidas shirts, hats, was rocking up with a trolley going to Barber by Barber, and the client in the chair saying, hey mate, do you want this? Do you want this? Do you want this? Went through the whole shop, front to back, and walked back out and offered us again. We're like, no, we're
So
good.
hectic. I don't know where I was for either of these moments.
I'd like it. Ollie even said when he came out, he was like, I just didn't expect to be trying to like sold something in my own shop.
Any funny moments for you, Jacko? Or strange moments?
Yeah, I got a weird one. I've had a few weird ones,
Mm.
but one that I remember was I was cutting this client. I probably cut his hair like maybe 5 or 6 times, and every time it was getting a little bit weirder and a little bit weirder. Like every sort of interaction,
Like weirder in what way?
just in the conversation, like he was just expressing himself a little bit, like not that it's bad, but like expressing himself like a little bit like too much, like letting me in like too much into his personal life, and, like,
Yeah, right.
shit like
Like
that.
where you start to feel like
Yeah, I was
this
like,
is getting
oh yeah, cool.
strange.
Try
Yeah,
and
yeah.
change the subject a little bit. And then the last time I cut his hair, he rocked up with a camera. I was like, all right, cool. And then
Which sometimes isn't weird because sometimes we have clients that want to come in and
Yeah,
do
like-
content for us. Or
yeah,
something
I
like
didn't
that.
think anything
Yeah.
of it, but this guy wasn't a dude that would get content
Yeah,
for us.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it was an old dingy
Yeah.
camera. And he was just asking, he's like, hey mate, is it alright if I can like take some photos during the haircut of like yourself and like whatever? And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Anyways, haircut's going through. He's taking photos of just like mainly me.
Did you see any of the photos, by the way?
I
Were
don't
they-
remember.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Like
tried
I
to
wasn't sure
sort
if he was
of
like taking it and going.
No,
like
I don't
showing
remember.
you. Like yeah.
But then throughout the haircut, he was saying like, "Oh man, like you just cut my hair so well." It's like, mate, you should come over to my house and I'd pay you like 6 times the price. You can come over whenever. And then I was just like, getting
How
my
old was he?
probably like 55, 60 or something.
Big,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
and you were
like-
just getting that vibe.
I was just
that
getting the
it's
vibe,
Not,
like, that's
it's
not-
not just genuine.
It wasn't genuinely,
Yeah.
yeah. It was just a bit weird. I've had a few other weird ones, but
Never come back? Has he ever come back?
he didn't come back after that. He tried to book in a tattoo after that haircut too, though, and he was having like a consultation for like 30 minutes or whatever about this
Yeah.
in-depth like DJ tattoo that he wanted because he wanted to become a DJ. But I never saw him after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of the many.
What about, do you get many wild DMs?
We've had some weird DMs. We've gotten all things sent. Like, there's just, like, some people are just really, really forward. We've had a dick pics before. That
And
was
why?
a scary one.
Why?
Well, he was inquiring about
Like-
laser.
Okay.
And then,
Dick pic on, like, so laser.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like, obviously didn't know that before, but then he was like, sort of asking, like, am I talking to a male or a female? And
Oh, like he was asked in the messages, he
Yeah.
asked
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He would only talk
Before or after he sent the photo?
before
Before.
he said it was a bit revealing and he was just nervous. or
I was
whatever.
nervous. He doesn't really do this very often.
A similar thing happened to Elsa. Yeah.
It's just, yeah, that was probably the weirdest one.
Did you see the tattoo?
I saw the penis got scared and through the blocked him. That was about it.
What about, have you had any weird clients come in?
None I can really remember.
Sometimes we get that rogue person asking for like a crazy tattoo then and there on the day. And like, he's not being genuine. He's just like,
Yeah, they're never actually going to
yeah,
get it.
and they're like a little bit obnoxious about like how they're
Yeah,
going
they're
about their
just-
business.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. I definitely think coming out of Air and Affair, we've like not had to deal with as many of those sort of
Yeah.
things.
Because it is a whole, it's a
there.
whole effort to come
Yeah.
here. You got to know you want to come here most of
you're
the time.
actually
Yeah,
coming here. You're not
yeah.
just walking through a shopping centre.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely had a lot more of that up there. Yeah. What do you reckon that makes Black Wolf different to other shops?
I think one thing is definitely the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I know everyone always says it all the time, but I think it is such a community-based place.
Yeah. I hate to sound biased, but I definitely believe that.
Right? It's also, I think everyone comes in to get, their barber, they have their barber bookings every week or they see the same tattoo artists. And so then when people are coming in for those services so often, you're crossing paths all the
Yeah,
time and
yeah.
everyone knows everyone
Yeah.
and all the tattoo artists are so social and, all involved in each other's clients as well. And like,
Yeah.
it does feel like a big community base. It's really,
I feel
really
like even
nice.
when we have like our flash weekends and stuff, it's always like such a great vibe, but it's always like does feel super community,
It's
and it
filled with
feels
all
like
familiar
even
faces.
for our clients, they feel like just you're having your own friends over for a big party, and it's
Literally.
like exciting to see everybody and have everybody, and then same sort of like different groups of clients know each other just from those events and
Yeah.
things like that. So then they become friends too, and it's sort of like that.
Yeah, it's really nice to see, and it's nice to have just your regulars that come in
Yeah,
all the time,
yeah.
and you really get to know them.
Yeah, and I think like with that, with having like a regular clientele base, been here for maybe a couple of years or past 6 months, whatever, they've seen us develop and grow as a business too.
Yep.
And that just sort of makes them more inclined to keep coming back because they feel like they're a part of our business
Yeah, and
the growth
they
that
come
we're-
along with it.
Yeah, like
Yep.
people, like we still have that many clients that were with us from the old store and they've seen it, this shop now from like being like so bare.
Yeah.
And then just like the levels, the new staff, like
Yeah.
everything. And
It's crazy when you even look back at photos. Like even when we
Oh, it's
first, like our
crazy.
first, like when we moved from Air and Affair to here and we had the grand opening, like the walls, how bare they were.
yeah,
You know what I
like,
mean?
Looking
To
back
think
at
now.
old photos and there's nothing on the wall.
Yeah.
So,
But
so weird.
at that time, I mean, you could tell there wasn't that much on the walls, but you didn't notice it as much.
It still felt
It-
heaps better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think it's nice because we all know each other so well here. Whenever we get inquiries for tattoos or people, are asking about what tattoo they want to get and they're showing photos, but they don't necessarily know what artist they want to be paired with.
Yeah.
It's nice because I feel like, at least personally, I know everyone's styles and I know tattoos that they like to do or tattoos they don't like to do or tattoos that, they want to do more of or
Yeah.
what they're really good at. So it's so nice that when people send their inquiries in, I can sort of, it's not just about who's next available or who's going to do it or, whatever's just easiest or anyone
Yeah.
can do it. It's sort of more, okay, who's going to be best paired for this? Who's going to do a good job at this? Who will really want to do this piece and be really excited by it? So it ends up being more of like a personal experience
Yeah.
for clients coming in.
Yeah, and even just getting to know the client, you know who they're going to mesh well with. sort of
Yeah.
thing, and picking up on their vibe, you know who they'd really get along with and they'll have a great experience with and all of that sort of stuff too.
Yeah. So it definitely, we definitely try our best to to just make it more of a personal experience and something that both the artist and client are actually going to enjoy.
Yeah, you're like a tattoo matchmaker.
Yeah, the Cupid.
Yeah.
So cute. I'll take that.
And then even how you were saying, Jacko, about evolving, let's tell everybody about how we're evolving even more. So we're expanding, and we're expanding next door. We're expanding right next door. We're opening up big. We're opening up into some hairdressing and some art classes and an art venue and even more. I don't even know.
So much happening.
No, we're not going to hole through the wall. So talking about that, who's excited for what?
I am so excited for the art classes
Yes.
and that art space. I think it's going to be so much fun. I
Yep.
think it's going to, I know we always talk about community, but I really think it's going to broaden the community of
Yeah.
Black Wolf. And I think it's just so exciting that we're going to have a space that people that really want to learn from the artists, people
Yeah.
that want to, really dive into art skills, people that are really serious about it, there'll be opportunities for them, or people that just want to have fun, want somewhere that they can be creative and just
Yeah.
be silly. Like, I think there's going to be something for everyone. And I just,
Even all ages, like even
Yeah.
like school holidays for the kids and stuff like that. And
yes.
there'll be the serious stuff for artists that really want to expand their skills and all that sort of stuff, to people that just want to come and have a fun night out or a hen's night or
Right.
anything.
And like the
yeah.
more we know what works and what people are sort of wanting, like the more we can cater to it. Like I think it's
Yes.
just so exciting that we've just been throwing out ideas for so long.
Yeah, I feel like even through the day we'll just be chatting about something and then we're like, oh, write that down. Quick. Yeah. Before you forget. Yeah.
Coloring in competitions.
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm so excited. I think it's just gonna be so much fun. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the fact that it's something new as well for
Yeah.
us. So like, so exciting that we've got something different from just like the barber, the tattoo, and the tattoo removal, because we've been that for pretty much forever.
Yeah.
Like, as long as I've been working here 5 years,
Yeah.
it's been that, and we've obviously doubled down and gotten heaps better at everything that we're doing in terms of just like how we run our business.
Yeah.
But this is something completely fresh that we can just keep growing and expanding on.
Yeah, I'm
like,
so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
Do you reckon you'll start doing foils?
I'll definitely want to start learning. I'll be
Yeah.
picking the hairdresser's brain for sure. Like
Yeah.
all the little cutting techniques that they use in their ladies' services. I'll try
Yeah.
adapt and see what I can use in my my barbering.
I think it'll also be like a hand in hand, because
Yeah.
there's definitely
It'll
plenty
be
of
vice versa.
yeah, because there's definitely plenty of hairdressers that don't. I mean, they can cut men's hair, but they don't necessarily
They're not as
know how
confident as
to.
they can
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
so I
fades
think,
and stuff. They don't really.
yeah, exactly. So I think for both parties, it's just going to be beneficial because we're just going to probably make each other grow at the
Yeah.
same time. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely we'll probably start learning how to do some colors and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good because it's under like BLACKWOLF. It's under our roof.
Yeah.
It's like going to be like a no pressure sort
right,
of.
you're gonna
Yeah.
watch all of us are gonna have like wacky colored hair because
Yeah.
you're right, just practice, go on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
won't. Not after the last
Nah,
time I
you're-
dyed my hair copper.
You're going to go
I've
back.
finally got my growth back.
Yeah. You're going to go back to purple or something.
Yeah, you will.
Your hair will pink.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about going back red.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Now's the time.
I'll definitely be in the hair base and getting some head massages.
I would love a head massage.
Yeah, and see,
blow dries.
that's it. Like our barber clients, they can get their hair washed before
Yeah.
we cut their hair. I
Yeah.
know I've had one client that's been pestering me
Yeah.
for 12 to 18 months saying, when are you getting that basin?
All right, let's talk about things you love and things you hate. What is one hair trend that you love at the moment, Jacko?
One hair trend that I love, probably my favorite haircut right now, is a modern mullet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a really tight mullet at the back, sort of like my hair now, maybe a little bit longer, flowing into the top, just all texture. Like it's really perfected by the scissor work.
Yep.
So I get like heaps of satisfaction out of doing it, because when I
Yeah.
do a good one, I feel like, yeah, I'm a good barber.
Yeah.
And just into a nice taper or low taper, high taper, regardless. Doesn't even have to be clipper work.
Yeah.
But that shape of haircut is really like popular and trendy right now, and I love it.
What do you not like? What haircut don't you like?
All the freestyle designs,
Yeah,
You've
yeah,
seen all these kids getting. Like I like them done well,
yeah.
because they look sick then and there, like the first few days, like look mad.
Yeah.
But it just ruins the whole regrowth of the hair.
Yeah.
And if you got another like 4 or 5 weeks before you get your next haircut, your hair's all butchered and cooked.
Yeah, because it
it's all
doesn't
hacked
stay
into.
that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it definitely looks mad when it's done, but I personally don't like it.
What about Norma? What is one tattoo that you would never get, even if someone said, I'll do it for free? What would you never get?
I don't reckon I could do any face tattoos.
Nah.
Hey? Nah. I
Up
think
the side of the neck is as far as
that's
you
as
go.
far as we're gonna
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of people can really pull them off. I just couldn't, and I feel like I change my mind so often that it would be one of those things. If I got something on my face that was
Yeah, you ain't hiding
permanent,
that.
no, I would just sit there and be like, I can't even look at myself.
Yeah.
There's just
Yeah.
no way.
And your favorite style or favorite
I love
design?
the oil spill, the
one you got on your back?
one I have on my back that Lindsay did. I just love that style. I think that they're just so fun. They look so cool. And they're all so different. Like you can get all different types of styles of them, but just like the big wavy lines and like especially when some of them are a bit thicker. I don't know, just something about the swirls. It just
Yeah,
looks
they
so
look so good.
It looks so good. I think they're a lot harder than they look to be done. It's nice as well. I feel like they're the one tattoo that when I was away and like someone had, a similar tattoo on their arm, and it's one of those things that you like pinpoint and you find each other and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, like I've got one like that." They just look so sick.
Yeah.
I love them.
What about what's one tattoo trend you hope never, ever, ever comes back?
No offense to anyone that has one, but I really hope the Southern Cross tattoo doesn't come back.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it's been there, done that. And I
Yeah.
think and also given how many I've removed, how many
Yeah,
people
that
actually
is like a
request to
go-to.
get it removed, I'm like, clearly it's just
And it's
not
one of those
lasting.
things that people come in, they're like, yeah, I've got a really bad tattoo to show you. I'm so embarrassed. And you're like, seriously? They're like, nah, this one's real bad. And you're like, I've seen it all.
Yeah.
Then they show you and you're like, man, we get like 5 a month.
Literally,
of them.
I did one
Yeah.
yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
and it's just for anyone that has one, that's fine. Obviously, it was very popular. It was very popular for a hot sec there, but I'm glad that I'm.
When I was like young and working in a tattoo studio, there was this brand called Cherry Creek, and we used to get these flash sheets come in. And it was really exciting to get flash sheets come in back then. But if you've seen them now, like, you should look them up. They're terrible tattoos. But they were just all the ones that were on the wall. So that's how everybody would always end up with the same tattoo. Because
Yeah.
all these studios had the Cherry Creek sheets. So anyone, whether you're in Queensland, New
Everyone's
South
seen.
Wales, you'd pick off those. But there was like a range of sheets for the Southern Cross. And it was like different sort of design work for Southern Cross. Oh, yeah. They were like, and it was like cool. Like people would be like, oh, I love that one. And it was like, oh, it would be like
Trendy.
shaded or half shaded or like flames in it or.
Yeah, and now I'm just
Yeah.
like, if you're thinking about getting a tattoo now, just think of something more original.
More
Yeah.
creative, very.
Yeah.
Do anything.
Yeah. What is something that this job has taught you that has stuck with you outside of work?
For myself, definitely just showing a bit more empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you see that many people being a barber, like seeing anywhere from like 10 to 15 people a day cutting their hair. So you're getting all walks of life.
And even just to get to know them.
That's it. And
Yeah.
like it's an intimate service. I'm cutting these dudes' hair, and like I'm chatting to them for like 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm getting to know like each and every one of them.
Yeah,
And-
especially when they're coming back fortnightly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when I build that relationship with them and they keep coming back,
Yeah.
that's cool. But like for the people that I haven't met before,
Yeah.
I would have never even got the chance to speak or talk to these people, know who they are, what they're about.
Yeah.
So it's definitely just shown me like everyone's a human being.
Yeah. And sometimes even the barber chair can be just as much as a therapy session as the laser room or the
like-
tattoo room.
Like that many people open up and tell me like some pretty personal
Yeah.
stuff because they know like we've built that connection over
Yeah.
me cutting their hair. Obviously, if I'm cutting their hair the first time, they're probably not expressing everything.
Yeah.
But definitely after like a few haircuts, they know that it's a safe space.
Yeah.
And then like depending on the client, like it might be someone that I might feel like I can talk about like some personal things too, and it's like it's better for like both of us.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Even and especially when we started with Black Dog, it was making a lot of clients
Yeah.
open up way more. Like it was more just like as soon as we sort of started to tell people we were partnering with Black Dog and that sort of stuff, it's like not to sound sexist, but especially for guys, like it made them start talking about those sort of topics with you.
Oh,
if that makes
100%. We were talking about it that we were partnering up with them,
Yeah.
and that just pretty much was just like a trigger for people to just be like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then they just because like,
Yeah.
like there's like, obviously everyone has depth and they don't express everything. Like they sort of shy away from talking like pretty deep, like
Yeah.
personal or whatever. And yeah, like I probably had at least like 10 clients that like told me some pretty like gnarly stories.
Yeah.
But they knew like, that's like, we're all about that.
Yeah.
Something that it's really taught me is just how talented and creative the artists are, and even the barbers as well. Like, I think
How much goes into it all?
how much goes into it all? Like, it's like the barbers are talking to like 15 clients a day, one after the other, and then still socializing with the rest of us and still being kind and chatty and stuff. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But then also with the artists, like the amount of work that goes into actually providing a piece for clients that they love, it blows my mind.
Yeah,
They
I think it's
just-
something people definitely don't get.
No.
Like they just think they've just got to them it's a simple tattoo design they've found on Pinterest. And
you're just
that's
tracing it and you put it on
yeah.
and that's
Just
it.
tat it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
But like, it's crazy because, you know, they're going in blind for a 3-hour appointment with someone that they've never met, that
Yeah.
they've spoken to online, who's given them a rough brief, and then they've drawn up something out of their brain to try and fit that brief, and then have probably had multiple, like, no, I don't like that. Oh, can we change
Yeah.
this? Or this is not exactly like that. Then having to readjust it, and then also be able to do it within the means of what they can tattoo.
Yeah.
And, you know, based on the size, like, is that something that if it's all too small and too detailed, that's going to blow out over time. So we
Definitely.
can't do it like that. And just really understanding how much actually goes into the process has really, really blown my mind.
Yeah.
I've always been interested in tattoos, and I really had no idea just to the extent of what actually needs to be done to
And,
Yeah.
and at the same time, they're going to be like so patient with their clients
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, stenciling. Oh my
Yeah.
god! It's sitting there and doing one stencil, and then looking at it and going, "Oh, it actually needs to move like half a centimeter to the right,"
Yeah.
and then doing that, and they go, "Oh, actually, can we go a little bit higher?" I go, "Yep, no worries. Take it off. Put a new one on." Like stenciling, even when Reg did when he was learning and doing it, and he was doing the knees.
Yeah.
that was
two script
two
identical
script
on each side, and it
identical on
had
the
to be in a
knees.
straight line. Oh my god.
He was sitting there for so long and just looking, and everyone's coming in to make sure. And then, yeah, like it's just all the little things that you just never think about, I think has really blown my mind. And I just, even though I already respected tattoo artists, it's
Yeah.
just a whole newfound respect.
Even just that sort of pressure, like even how you said, Jacko, like when you first started, I mean, that was your first day, bit different, but still, when like the
Nah,
mum
still,
was
I'm still like that now.
still like that now, but I mean like when the mum was like standing
Yeah,
over
yeah.
your shoulder or whatever, and you've got that, like for Reg, like how you said, everybody comes over and everybody's judging it, and just that, even how you said if you set yourself targets through the week and you don't reach them, just that feeling of constructive criticism every single day, like not
It-
in a bad way, just like
You just get that.
change, you know, the design that they've wanted or they've done, or it's not quite right, and then having to go home and having to just,
Yeah.
you know,
And then also just like doing that again for the next day.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
it's constant. It never
Yeah.
stops. And like, you know, even getting walk-ins, like people will come in and they're like, oh, and this is one thing is like why sometimes people will come in and be like, oh, I want to get this piece done this afternoon. Do you have time? And it's like a full sleeve. And it's
Yeah.
like, it doesn't really work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it. And like the artists are super talented and they can do a lot, but it's also like they have a particular technique and style that they can do.
yeah.
It's not just as simple as tracing.
Sometimes a lot can go into just one, like somebody wanting a quote, and then you say, what font? And they're like, I don't mind.
Yeah, and then you're
but
stuck
can
there
I get
for,
it
like-
now? But like, and then you're sort of like, let's jump onto font, and they're like, just as like a cursive, and you're like, there are like thousands and thousands and thousands, like,
And to add to that, like the amount of clients, obviously like fresh clients, that when we're cutting their hair, they're like, oh yeah, mate, so do you do the tats too?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
mate,
they say
like,
that to us all the time.
Little do
yeah.
you know, like, what, like the work that these tattoo artists have to
Yeah,
go through.
yeah.
It's like, I can't do that, man.
Yeah, no.
That's the thing. As I said before, before I started working, I was like, oh, maybe, yeah, I could be a tattoo
Maybe I
artist.
could
Yeah,
learn. Maybe I could
yeah,
learn.
I
after
could
a
do
while,
that. And then
yeah.
watching that, I was like, I don't want to do that.
All right, and then let's go music quick fire. Jackson, what is your go-to music if you're having a bad day, or just your go-to music?
Yeah, go-to music for me. It just depends, but my favourite song I'm not putting on if I'm having a shit day.
What is your
Okay.
favorite song?
From Time by Drake and Gino.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing was the same.
Norma, are you a favorite song person or a favorite genre?
Push the Buttons by Sugar Babes.
Yeah, and how does that go, baby? I don't think Jackson knows that song.
Oh, you should listen to it.
It's
It's a good one. But yeah, that's honestly, you can't be mad when you listen to that song.
yeah,
That is a good.
can't get it out of my head now.
Sing it.
Push the button.
Yeah,
I know that song.
We'll have to play it because honestly, it's
Yeah.
such a bop. You literally
I know it.
just the yeah.
keep going.
No, no one needs
That
to
one,
hear
isn't
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
banger.
Yeah, I do love that song. Yeah, picking the music, no, that is the worst.
Too much pressure.
Too
No one's gonna
way
enjoy
too
it.
much.
But it's kind of fun because like you'll go. Like, especially now that we're going to have the extra space, you'll just go
Yeah.
through and you can
Yeah.
pick one vibe you want. I know not one of them will be the same.
Yeah, being in the shop solo is the best,
Oh, yeah.
music-wise.
Just get in your zone.
Yeah.
Pump your tunes.
All right, that's a wrap. Massive thanks to Jackson and Norma for hanging out today. They're the glue behind BLACKWOLF. And don't forget to keep your eyes peeled for our expansion. We've got art classes, hairdressing, and more creative chaos coming.
And also keep an eye open for the save the date for our grand opening for our flash weekend. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'll be sick. It'll be massive.
And if you're a hairdresser and you want to join the team, shoot us a DM. We can
Yes,
set up.
reach out. Or if
Yeah.
you teach art classes, whether it's drawing, painting, arts and crafts, anything, and you think you'd like to teach some art classes, definitely hit us up too. We've definitely got our tattooers that are going to do some, but we'd love to have the more the merrier.
Reach out.
All right, thanks for listening.